then we're just going to reward you by allowing you to use our customers, Amazon's customers, to give us money.
I guess we'll just spitball and see what. Sure, let's do it.
If you had to narrow it down to one attribute in terms of being successful with an e-commerce business, what do you think that would be?
Oh, yeah, consistency. Yeah, that's easy.
Consistency. That was what I had from the sports world when I was both an athlete and then as a coach, was that ability to be consistency. And because, we'll go into, deeper view on this in addition why we have our Feed the Beast challenge. But consistency creates regularity. And without regularity within a business, you have these highs and lows, which you're going to have regardless, but you're really going to have them when you don't have regularity in your business, which the benefit of having regularity is now you get to see trends. But if your trend is, oh, I'm on, I'm off, well, then you don't get to see a business that is operating with a sense of regularity. And so you have to have that. And this is where people transition from, I guess what you might say, the proverbial treating it like a hobby instead of treating it like a business. Well, when you treat it like a business, you show up for your business and you take care of it on a regular basis. So what is that consistent action that people need to take?
Well, let's touch one more thing on why they need to be consistent. Yes, that's regularity and predictability. So every business has goals. We all have our own personal goals, and we're projecting out in the future something that we want to attain or achieve. And without any sense of predictability about our current actions, we don't know if we're going to get there or not.
Right.
So with consistency, we're in terms of an Amazon business, consistency is having a regular flow of products into Amazon and being sold.
So really, when you're talking about with the goals, 100% agree. It's almost like you have no business talking about goal setting if you don't have consistency in your business.
Well, it's kind of a moot point.
It becomes a moot point. So whereas when you establish that consistency in getting products in there on a regular basis, now you have something to hang your hat around or on, so to speak, because you've got this consistent action of getting products consistently into your Amazon business, and we call it the product pipeline. And so you think of like an oil pipeline, you want that going out consistently. Well, that's same here. The product pipeline is consistently, there's this ravenous mouth at the other end.
Yes.
That's the Amazon Prime buyers are the ravenous, that's why we call it the beast. It has a very high consumption level, which is a beautiful thing for us. We get to partake in this, feeding this hungry, starving beast.
So this is our business. We're in the business of moving products, and that's the pipeline. Now, the nice thing about Amazon is that we really only have to be responsible for one or two processes in this pipeline. So the pipeline is you put products in, you get them to Amazon, and then at that point, Amazon takes over, and they get them to the customer. So they put them up for sale, and then they ship them out after they collect the money from the sale. We don't have to do that part of the pipeline. Our responsibility is to source products and prep them, send them to Amazon. Source and send to Amazon. So if you think about this pipeline, it's really cool that we don't have to do the whole thing. We don't have to generate traffic. We don't have to collect the money. Amazon does that very, very easily. In fact, Amazon doesn't put any restrictions on the pipeline like size. They say, send as much as you can. Play by our rules. They do have that. And then we're just going to reward you by allowing you to use our customers, Amazon's customers, to give us money.
I think of that slogan, Dr. Josie, when she first said this way back 2014, one of our core master trainers when we started e-commerce business school 8 years ago, always be sourcing. So that when you, as an Amazon seller, when you wake up in the morning, you can just say that to yourself, always be sourcing. That's your directive. Those are your marching orders, all eyes on sourcing. And then of course, then you select those products, you got to buy them and ship them in. But that's the eternal quest of an Amazon seller, is that sourcing. And so then you get that steady supply and you continue to grow it and scale it, get that in your business. And that is the number one consistent action you need to be taking in your business. So what we do here at the e-commerce business schools, we like to create incentives for the behaviors that lead to your success. So we have our Feed the Beast challenge. That's every Friday. People get to post their screenshots of the products they're shipping in, or many of our people are using prep centers. So then they just do a little snapshot of how many units got
That's
shipped
right.
out, or they even do a screenshot of then their sales, basically demonstrating I'm doing the most important part of my business, consistent sourcing.
Yes, and it's not about size. Everybody is treated equally as long as they're doing their sourcing products and sending them into Amazon that week. They can participate in the Feed the Beast challenge.
Yeah.
So we're encouraging them to weekly send in products, weekly source and send in products.
Yeah.
Now they can do that more frequently,
Right.
but that's the basis of consistency. It's funny, most other businesses measure their time periods by years or by quarters or maybe month to month. And here at Amazon, things move so quickly that we
Yeah.
measure week
Right.
by week.
Right, yeah, we do, week by week. To do it month by month would be not reasonable. There's too much that needs to happen that's got to be measurable and tracked. And that would be that. In fact, that just gives me another quick reminder about a tool that we have at our school called EOD, End of Day Tracker. So then that brings it down to the daily activities that lend towards then that weekly goal of getting your products in, shipped in on a consistent basis is End of Day Tracker. And that serves as an online business journal of sorts by having that End of Day Tracker. Because with our coaching, a coach can step in and go, oh, well, I see you have no documentation. Let's get your business documented. That becomes your historical overview. And we've had people use this for 3, 4, 5 years, the End of Day Tracker, and they can do a historical overview and get a feel for that. So it's a great tool to, again, always getting those success habits in place that will help you to achieve that outcome of we want money. So if the products aren't going in consistently, you can't expect to get paid consistently.
That's for sure.
That's the end effect of
That's
it.
a
is,
no-brainer.
don't be thinking you should be getting a check from Amazon or a deposit in your bank account unless you're doing your sourcing consistently.
So get engaged with your business. Be actively engaging, actively sourcing, actively prepping your products. Make sure that you've got a batch going in at least once a week. Come into the e-commerce business school. Let us support you. Let us help you hold yourself accountable with this consistency in your business and build a very successful business.
Yeah, go to joinebs.com. That takes you to ecommercebusinessschool.com. And that's where you can get more information. And we do consultations to talk with folks to find out if you'd be a good fit for our program and that we're a good fit for you. It used to be said if you're not online, you're not in business. That's from like 15 years ago. All right. Now it's that if you're not on Amazon, you're not in business.
Regardless of that big dream, you've got to build a foundation. You have to have a business that has cash flow.
You need more cash? Go out and source some more. Shove those products into Amazon. What's going to spit out the other end is profit. It's that simple, isn't it?
Then they start looking at it as this really is a system. So how can I add more to my system? How can I start to scale this?
That's why this is so integral, each pillar leading up sequentially to that long-term reliable business.
These are the real assets then that somebody who wants to buy a business, this is what they look for.
This is the brand launcher, the career launcher, the income launcher. It's a beautiful thing.
And I know you're going to love what this can do for you. You're going to get a vision. You're going to get a vision to grow your business, to sell it for a profit, kind of show your pals, your friends, your family.
Yes, you can make $1 million just selling on Amazon alone.